Hello viewers, you are welcome to my channel. I am Farmer Tantoh, and today I want to take you to an amazing young lady who started farming as a passion, and now she's become recognized internationally because of what she's doing. When I tell you agriculture is the future of Africa, you think I'm joking. And now is a time for young people to get into the soil and dirty their hands and grow enough food and impact lives. So join me as we are going to visit this amazing young lady, and you'll get to know what she is doing as far as agriculture is concerned. Woo! Viewers, we are here at the farm to meet this amazing young lady who is passionate about agriculture, and it is mind-blowing. So nice to meet you, ma'am.
Nice to meet you, sir.
So what's your name and where do you come from?
I'm Kenny Brenden, and I come from Uku.
Oh, cool.
Yes, Uku in the Great
Wow.
Division in the northwest region of Cameroon.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm the founder of AgriPart Solutions Limited,
Okay.
and this is my farm.
Wow.
This is the company farm. Oh,
Is it Brendalin, right?
yeah.
Okay. What inspired you to go into agriculture?
Um, I think I was motivated in my lower seat after a student came from FASA to tell us about engineering, that agriculture is not about the dirty work that you can plan and other people go and farm.
Yes.
And since I grew up, I was like one of the children. I'm the first child though, but I'm the weakest when it comes to manual labor.
Okay.
So I was like, how can I improve this thing so that if people who know how to work very well, since they have the strength, I should be the one to tell them what to do.
That's right.
So I was like, if I want to tell people what to do, what should I be? They say agriculture engineer.
So you studied agriculture in Cameroon?
Yeah, I studied agriculture in Cameroon, but not in my dream school though.
Oh.
Yeah, so I
Hmm.
left for Algeria and I studied water engineering.
Wow, water engineering.
Yes.
You know, I'm also into water catchment conservation, water catchment for clean water, for agriculture, for environment.
Yeah.
This is so amazing. So now, when you came back from Algeria, you decided to set up this organic farm. So can you please tell me what is organic agriculture and why did you decide to choose the path of organic agriculture?
Organic agriculture is, let's just say in simple terms, let's not use big words, it's like natural cultivation. The
Okay,
cultivation that our parents used to do.
okay,
Because most of the times nowadays, somebody cannot walk average potato and stay in the house.
mhm,
You have to spray every day.
that's
But
right.
we need to reduce it. Before we had our yields without those chemicals,
Yeah,
what is it that is making us not to have the yield now? So I was just like, let's do something that has quality.
yeah.
And this my farm is as a result of the Piaget project,
Okay, and what's
which
that?
is that's Piaget youth, youth for agro pastoral stuff. I don't know in English. So it is funded by IFAC.
Okay,
So the project is, you as a youth in agriculture, you go for training for 75 days. Then
okay,
after you put 10% of your capital,
yeah,
then the project gives you 40% grant, and
yeah,
then you take a loan of 50% for your capital.
okay,
So before going to Algeria, I had attended this training
yeah,
because after I finished school, I wanted to do something handy. I was having the farm but in small scale in upstation.
that's right,
I had celery, parsley, and cabbage.
that's
I
right.
was having the three produce in my farm. And that was
Okay,
10 beds. I
okay,
was just selling to my neighbors and those who come to carry water in our compound.
yeah,
So when I saw this project, I wrote that I'm going to enter. And in that project, out of the 75 of us, no, I think out of the 30 participants that I was in my cohort,
yeah,
I was the only one for organic production.
okay,
I suffered to write my business plan because there's nobody I should copy from.
that's
I
right,
had to look for all the inputs, go to the market. People don't even know it. To write my market analysis was very difficult.
that's right.
So after I wrote the project and kept so that the project should validate it, I got my scholarship.
Wow,
So as I went to Algeria, the documents were being processed. They processed and asked that I should send in my 10%. Luckily, by that time, on stipends, I could afford the 10%
that's right.
because if I was back here, I would not be sure I would afford for the 10%. So
Okay,
when I put the 10%, as I came back, I said, okay, let me implement the project. So I started the farm.
How did you acquire this land? Because I know one of the challenges for young people to go into agriculture in Cameroon is access to land. It's actually difficult for young people to own land.
Uh, this land is over 4,000 meters square,
Okay.
although it's not having a regular shape.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, Actually, I asked my uncle, who is the farm manager, to rent it so that it should not be me as he used to go at the
Okay.
forefront to rent it. So he rented the whole of this land. I think the cost is at least 50,000 per year, because when
Fifty
you,
thousand per year.
yes, because when you want to rent, you don't rent for 1 year.
Right.
But with 100,000 in Bamenda, you can rent a hectare of land
Oh wow.
for 1 year.
Wow.
Yes.
Wow.
Although with organic agriculture, it faces a lot of challenges, because you will put in the organic manure,
Yeah.
and then somebody comes the next year and say he wants his land. That means you have invested for nothing. So it's
Yeah.
really a challenge.
Let's come to irrigation.
Yeah.
Now this is dry season, and you know there's no more rain. So how do you do to irrigate your farms?
We have taken water up, like up the hill.
Okay.
It's like 400 meters above the farm,
From a water
from
catchment.
the water catchment.
Wow.
Yes, so we have brought down the water because the river that is beside the farm
Yeah.
is not cannot sustain this farm in the dry season.
Yeah. Do you have market for your organic produce, and what is your target population?
Um, Actually, my target population are non-communicable disease patients, people
Okay.
with diabetes, people with gastritis, people who have problems with digestion.
Okay.
So, because I saw the problem of quality, there's no quality checking in our African market,
Okay.
and I happened to go for internship in a agro zone like Santa,
Yeah.
where they do all the production for the towns.
Yeah.
And I saw that people put in fertilizer in abominable quantities. They
Yeah.
spray in such a way that they just want to make it. And one thing that I got so angry was that when they are working something like vegetables, they will work like 10 birds, keep one for themselves. So they don't do those things that they do on
Mm-hmm.
the particular bed that they harvest for their family consumption. That means they know in their mind that it is not right.
Wow.
But there's nobody in the market who checks what is entering. Is it
Yeah.
consumable?
Yeah.
Okay, let's take normal people who are healthy. We can eat and our immune system can deal with the toxicity.
Yeah.
Somebody who has now a stomach who is which is not that strong,
Yeah.
how would the person deal with the toxicity?
Yeah.
So I was like, let me cultivate something for this set of people. Let us have quality. And in my mind, I was like, if I cultivate, because when I tell my colleagues where I was going for the training for the PhD that
Yeah.
organic agriculture is workable, they tell me that it cannot work.
Mm-hmm.
So I like, if I do it and they see that it can work,
Yeah.
maybe they can change it. So I'm trying to change the narratives to
Wow.
make sure that maybe other farmers, if they see that the organic is working, they can turn into. But
That's
one
right.
thing that most people who have come to this farm have seen is that yes, it's working, but no farmer works for charity. They
Wow.
work to have profit. So they
Wow.
will tell me that look at the lettuce in the farm. Uh, Getting those to buy it they, is very difficult.
Mm-hmm.
When you say that it's organic, I would need to take these things and go down to the market and sell in the same price that the normal people are selling. I will not make profit because the cost of production that I've used to
Yeah.
produce this is two times the one that the non-conventional farmer
That's right.
is using. This is because it's my first year of production, but I
Okay.
believe that above 3 years, my cost of production should be lower than those of a non-conventional farmer.
Exactly, because you must have you use natural organic
Natural
manure
organic
on the
manure, the
soil.
soil will be
Yeah.
very healthy to sustain the crop.
That's right.
Now the cost of production is too much because I'm trying to feed the soil to understand that now we don't need fertilizers.
That's
We
right.
need to the organisms that are in the soil need to work and feed the plant.
Exactly. I'm going to join you to advocate for organic farming because personally, I studied organic agriculture in the United States for 1 year,
Yeah.
and organic agriculture promotes good health. Manuring the soil is a key. So, do you have some animals? No. How do you get your manure to put into the farm?
I brought birds.
Okay.
but in small quantities. We are still
Okay.
trying because of capital issues.
Yeah.
We could not go to large quantities, but I think I've bought like 100 bags of manure
Okay.
in this farm, and the farm still looks it still looks as if there's no manure in it.
Yeah.
So it's like for organic farming for a hectare, I need to have at least 8 tons
Of organic
of
manure.
organic manure to put in it.
What are your future goals? What are your dreams? How do you see yourself in 5 years to come as far as organic agriculture movement in Cameroon is concerned?
Yeah, my dream is to have shops
Okay.
beside hospitals
Okay.
in towns, where these shops they will have the different natural and organic produce for my target customers.
That's right.
And with these shops, we can have cold stores where if we work something like this lettuce, it will not be standing in the farm. We
That's
just
right.
go and put in the cold store.
Okay.
So these stores will have dietitians that will
Yeah.
consult the patient to give them customized diet.
That's right.
So that is part of like the selling part, like giving them the healthy food.
That's right.
But what is my main objective actually is that in future I should be able to change the narrative of quality checking in Africa. Let
Okay.
people have the mindset that before something is taken to the market, somebody needs to check if it is okay.
That's right.
So I can be doing consultancy in quality checking.
Okay.
So when it comes down to the farm aspect,
Yeah.
my future prospect is to have at least 20 greenhouses
20
20
greenhouses.
greenhouses of 8 by 30 meters capacity,
Okay.
and they should be operating with internet of things type of stuff.
Wow.
Yes, something should be attractive,
That's right.
something that when a youth will see, the youth will know agriculture is not a
That's
dirty
right.
business.
That's right.
I want to have a farm where it will not be as if it is my production farm. It's a
Yeah.
demonstration farm for other farmers to see that this thing can work. We have been blessed in Cameroon with a good climate,
That's
with
right.
good we have water, we have the sun. People don't have this. So we have to change the narrative of where we we cultivate quality food and eat quality food. We should not be sending standard food outside and eating the basic one here. We need to cultivate and eat and feel it in our
Wow.
body that we are cultivating it. And if it comes to aspiration, I want to see agri-part on
Okay.
billboards.
Okay.
Let it have brands. Like the shops should have their brand, the agricultural consultancy part, so that we should be like the ones telling the farmers that okay, produce, we are looking for the market. Because
Yeah.
many people just look at, if I call a farmer and I tell him go and produce organic and it comes to my farm, I cannot sell my produce,
Yeah.
the farmer will not work.
Yeah.
But what if people could join me to look for a market for organic produce? That means we are changing the narrative, calling the farmers produce organic and sell. Because if I come and I say a kilogram of organic is 1,000, a
Yeah.
kilogram of non-conventional is 2,000, and when you work all your produce in a hectare, I'm going to collect all of it and pay
Yeah.
you cash.
Hmm.
The farmer is out for money.
Yeah.
The farmer will cultivate it.
I heard somewhere that you have been recognized internationally. So can you tell me more about your achievements?
My startup was the startup that was chosen, that is female led, for
Yeah.
the Central African region.
Wow.
So the award comes with a mentorship session with the YAPI of
Okay.
the youth wing of the African Union,
That's right.
and also they will sponsor us to go to Dubai for
Okay.
the expo that's in Dubai
Okay. So you'll be
in
going to
December.
Dubai for the expo.
Yes.
Wow. This is wonderful.
So that's the award is like the African Next Champions competition. So it's like they are just acknowledging that okay, your idea is good, tell more, say more about it,
Yeah.
and sell the idea. So I really wish that to have other people who can come on board, because I'm just a
Yeah.
student, I'm just a young person.
Yeah.
I know that my mindset is very rich, like
It's very
very
rich.
rich.
Wow. This
So
is this is
if it's idea wise, I have the idea, and the idea is working, but the idea is the future, because the idea it puts us not to be, it puts Africa ahead, so that people should not look at us and say we are that continent that we don't care about ourselves.
That's
We
right.
are that continent that we are now looking at quality. We are not just looking at quantity. We are that continent that we are looking for at food security,
That's right.
not just in terms of quantity, but we are looking at what is it that we are eating, what are we feeding ourselves.
That's right.
Because the person that controls what you eat is a person that has a remote control to your life. And
That's
if
right.
we keep on using these non-conventional pesticides and in the wrong, let me say the wrong prescription,
Yeah.
because in the conventional farming, if you use it and use it in the right quantity, it will still be environmentally friendly. But
That's right.
most of us, we don't use it. So why don't we try and make our planet, make Africa, make the soil to be
Yeah.
organic, make the soil to be sustainable in such a way that as we are exploiting from it, our children will come and make and
That's
exploit
right.
before
That's right.
the ends of the earth. Let's not exploit it as if when we die, everything will finish.
What are the challenges that you have been facing?
My first challenge is limited capital.
Okay.
The second is the market,
Okay.
because there's no constant market for the produce. You can
Yeah.
see most of the lettuce is standing here, but it's already ready for the market. So goats,
Mhm.
they come into the farm and they destroy the crops. Another challenge is having labor, because most of the laborers will not understand that the money is not there at the
Yeah.
time. So
Mhm.
I have challenges paying for the labor. So
Okay.
literally, if
So, wait, how many people do you have working for you in the farm?
I have 6 volunteers in my
Six
team.
volunteers.
Yes,
Wow.
before the farm manager, that's 7.
Okay.
So in the volunteers, we have other 3 agri technicians.
Okay.
They have their different jobs elsewhere. They just come in to give 1 or 2
All right.
herbs here and there, and then 2 dietitians. Then we have an animal production for the animal production part,
Okay.
and also we have another person who is coming in to help in the marketing.
Okay.
And all these people, if there was really capital that they can put in 100% of their time,
That's
then
right.
I think the company will move very fast
That's right.
ahead.
You went to Algeria and studied there and came back. You had other opportunities to go to other countries, but you decided to come back home. So, what message do you have for young Africans, who are so desperate? They want to travel across the desert to go to Europe, of which, as a young lady, you're coming back home. So, can you advise other young Africans who might want to go into agriculture?
And my advice for youth is just that when you believe you can make it anyway, you can
Mhm.
make it. If you have your faith that you cannot make it in Africa, you think you can only make it outside, it means that all your luck will only go and wait for you outside Africa.
Wow.
So let's look at home
Yeah.
and say this is where we are. Nobody will come and build home for us.
Hello, dear viewers. This is the dream that we want to see in Africa, where young people are passionate about agriculture and they want to get into the soil to grow safer organic foods. Nature has given us everything, as I always say, and we just have to invest in nature. And it's time for those making a difference in Africa to shine. And for young, amazing ladies with startup like Brenden, because of what she started and her passion is taking her internationally, to go and present and to see how she can gain more support to come. Please, if you are new to my channel, do me a favor to subscribe, like this video, share this video, and together we can join hands to promote future farmers of Africa like Brenden. I am farmer, no future. Peace and blessings.